Hi friends, welcome back. We're going to be talking about doing some kind of hand blends tonight. So what I did today was I took some Sir Walter Raleigh, which is one of my favorite tobaccos. I call it SWR. Some people call it Uncle Walt. I actually had a really cool Uncle Walt, so whatever. I don't call it that. But SWR mixed with some 3-year matured Virginia. So I don't know if this is really designed to be a mixing tobacco or not. I don't know. It's nothing but Virginias. I think it's bright and, let's see here. It's some bright and dark Virginias. Really, 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 really sweet, and it kind of burns pretty hot. So I love Virginias in blends, not necessarily by themselves. And I love Burleys in blends. I do like them by themselves, but they're never by themselves. So they usually have some sort of Virginia or something with them. I know that on the back of the newer, well, most of the Sir Walter Raleigh pouches I've seen, it says, a classic Burley smoking tobacco savored by pipe tobacco smokers, tobacco for 75 years. And it says, okay, that's not what I was trying to read. Oh, here we go. It's going to be opposite because of the video. But an aromatic blend of Burley tobaccos, excellent for standalone use, which it is, and for blending. Well, let's see. I've never blended with it before, but it doesn't really smell like anything. It's a cube cut, so it's like a really, I don't know how to describe it. What they do is they ribbon cut and then they cross cut the ribbon. And it's almost like little mini fat balls that you put in your pipe. It's designed to be spoon loaded, tumble loaded. Anyway, it's really, really good. If I only had one tobacco, it'd probably be this one. But anyway, I miss the Virginias in it. There might be some Virginias. I think it's all Burley, but there's just something about a little bit of Virginia in a blend that just kind of, if it doesn't have it, I kind of miss it. Now this is good if you just want to kind of just have like a pretty oatmeal kind of chocolatey oatmeal, sugary molasses type tobacco that just is not obnoxious and it's not too rich. It doesn't overdo it. It says aromatic on it. It doesn't really smell like an aromatic. It definitely has some sort of topping or casing. I know there's a difference, but it's got some sugar or something in it because Burley tobacco doesn't have sugar naturally. So anyway, it's pretty sweet. So it's got something in there, but it's not just for smell, it's for taste. And it doesn't really smell obnoxious. Anyway, smoking something like Nightcap or Borkum Riff or even, what's another one? Not really half and half. Anyway, if there's a little bit of Virginias in there, I usually am very happy with that taste. And when it's not there, I miss it. So all I did was I took a couple pinches of Sir Walter Raleigh and a couple pinches of this 3-year mature Virginia, which you could probably use just about any Virginia. And I mixed them up in this little leather bowl I have. Not quite 50-50, probably a little bit heavy on the Virginia side. And we are going to see if it's any good. So, if you don't mind bearing with me here, let's see if we can get this lit up. I've been playing around with different YouTube names. So, whew, definitely got Virginia smoke. We'll see how I like it. Still going. You can't really see it on camera. This is the Wizard Cobbett, one of my favorite pipes. It's got a nice little smoke going. Been playing around with YouTube names for my channel. First I put like West Virginia Piper. Thought that would really get him. That'll get him. Well, there's already a WV Piper. So, got to be original. Then I thought, well, you know, I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. Charleston's kind of a cool name. There's Charleston, South Carolina, Charleston, West Virginia. There's a dance called the Charleston. Pipe smoking is a very 1920s kind of activity. Charleston was big in the 20s. I like Charleston chew. Maybe I'll be the Charleston Piper. But then I started thinking, well, I like the Artful Codger's channel, but he doesn't put videos up anymore. So I changed it to West Virginia Codger. I'm old, 43. Someday I'll watch this video and think, you weren't old. So we'll see what I end up with. I've been having a hard time the last few days. It's getting around the holidays. Thanksgiving just passed, and that's when I usually start breaking out the Dunhill tobaccos, like the Latakia ones, you know, Nightcap, Standard Mixture, 965. Not crazy about that one, but it's growing on me. Anyway, I busted out some Elizabethan and was smoking it. And I've been smoking so much burley, like Velvet and Carter Hall and Lane Limited and Sir Walter Raleigh, that I haven't been around Perique in a long time. So, man, you know, you ever get like a jar of salsa and you accidentally get the hot or the medium instead of the mild, or you get the hot instead of the medium, whatever you like, but you get the hotter one? Man, that Perique lit me up. Which is what people like about it. They like that about Perique. It's like, it gets in your nose, gets in the back of your throat, gets in your sinuses. And people that smoke a lot of pipe, sounds kind of dirty. You know what I mean. They get bored with tobacco. So they want different kinds of stuff. And Perique came along and people love it. And I don't mind it, but man, it was watering my eyes. It was so spicy. And this is like a 2-year-old jar that's been decanted. So I started thinking, am I having a problem with Perique? So I got some Nightcap out, which has like very little Perique. And it's one of my favorite blends. Same thing. So I don't know what's going on. I might not be able to smoke Perique anymore. That's going to suck because I got a lot of cans of Escudo and or like Golden Sliced, Nightcap, Elizabethan. Now, 3-year matured Virginia is, they don't make it anymore. They never, Peterson hasn't picked it up at least. And it was one of the last to get picked up by the Scandinavian tobacco group, Dunhill, when they came back out with the Dunhill stuff. But I'm fairly certain it is just Virginia. So, could it be a mixing Virginia? Maybe, I don't know. One thing I noticed about it is it's Virginia, it's sweet, but it's very chocolatey, which is weird. Because I don't normally get chocolate out of Virginia, I normally get it out of like a burley. You know, Carter Hall, chocolate. Lane Limited, I keep wanting to call it Edgeworth. I've never had Edgeworth. I've only ever had it Lane Limited. But Ready Rubbed. Very chocolatey blend. But for some reason, this guy, 3-year mature Virginia, a lot of chocolate. And ironically, I don't really get a lot of chocolate from SWR, and it's a burley. So what does this taste like? Well, it's kind of weird because normally you would pack a burley cross cut or chunky cut. You would pack it loose, but you would pack a Virginia British type blend a little bit tighter. So packing it is going to be somewhat of a learning curve. Good news is it's a Virginia and I'm using my Wizard Cabin with this heat sink built into it. It's a big long pipe, and it's not burning me. Usually Virginia kind of gets my tongue. The more I smoke, the more I realize that when you're lighting up a pipe, don't have it right on your tongue. Have it off to the side or kind of up, almost like replicating a P-lip design from Peterson. Which I've always wanted one, by the way. I've been looking at them online, but they're kind of expensive. It's a Black Friday sale right now for a couple more days on smokingpipes.com, and you get like a free tin of some kind of holiday C&D blend if you buy a Peterson pipe, and plus they're like 15% off. The one I like is called the 11 Bravo, which is kind of funny because that's the designation for infantry in the Army. I think. I'm not infantry, so I don't know. Oh man, this is good. Anyway, so good I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Peterson pipes. So the 11B, it's one of the, I don't know, you guys probably experience this. When you set your pipe down for a second, if you don't have an ashtray that has some built-in little things for you to put your pipe, or maybe like one of those little strips of leather that buttons to itself where you can set your pipe into it. If you need to set it down for a second, a lot of them, they just want to go sideways, especially the round ones. Well, I've been thinking about getting the 11B because it has a flat bottom on it. And it has the P-lip, so it keeps it off your tongue. It has the system, right? So it keeps moisture out of the bowl of the pipe. And it's flat. You can just set it on the ground or on the deck table. So could there be a more perfect pipe design? It's ugly as all get out, but... And it's made in Ireland, which is probably the coolest country in the world. They have Guinness there. I mean, we have Guinness here, but they have real Guinness. They don't pasteurize their Guinness. When you're over here, it has to be pasteurized before they send it over. And if you know anything about pasteurizing stuff, it's crazy. It's like taking green beans, fresh from the fruit stand, putting butter and salt on them and cooking them just a little bit in a pan and eating them, and they're crispy and they're amazing. And then taking those and boiling them until they're just mush. So I used to live in England, and man, we would get the unpasteurized Guinness, and it was just amazing. It makes me want one right now. I just drank my last Guinness the other night. Okay, this video is running long, so let's talk about the tobacco. Well, Sir Walter Raleigh is one of the sweeter blends that I smoke on a daily basis, and I'm getting that. It doesn't really taste like SWR, but I'm getting the sweetness from it. Definitely getting a spiciness that you don't get with SWR. I don't know why there would be spiciness in Virginia, but I'm also not really that up on what causes what. So if you watch Jeremy from C&D, he'll explain to you that you can get like citrus notes and stuff from Virginias, which is weird. I've never gotten that, but I kind of am now. I'm wondering if this was the right pipe to smoke this out of because of the Virginias. Normally I like burley blends better in a corn cob. And then if it's a Virginia or an English or something, if it has any Virginia, I want a briar pipe. But I was smoking a Latakia blend a few days ago in this pipe, and I keep pounding SWR through it and getting rid of that Latakia smell, but you can kind of taste it a little bit, and since I know there's no Latakia in either one of these blends, my results are probably going to be a little biased. But it's good. It tastes like chocolate, which is weird. It's a very sweet, chocolatey, little hand blend that I put together. We got to think of a name of it for it. I call Sir Walter Raleigh SWR, which is funny because I'm like a ham, so standing wave ratio in the electronic ham radio world is a thing, so SWR. And then on the tin for the Dunhill decanted, I wrote 3YMV, so. There's something underneath this marker. Like it used to say something else. And then I got rid of it and put 3 mature Virginia on there. I'm trying to read what it is. Founding Fathers. One of the first tobacco blends I ever tried. I don't know who makes it. It's probably a rename of a local shop of like maybe Lane Limited 1Q or something. Well, it's definitely got some nicotine. I'm glad it's at the end of the day. So, yeah, I really like it. It's spicy, a little bit spicy. It's a little bit of a fruity taste with chocolate. It's almost like a citrusy chocolate blend. I might make this again. I just got to think of a cool name for it. I definitely don't want to call it SWR 3YMV. Sounds like a Chinese knife steal. Staying lit real good now. Real well. Okay. I like it. Yeah. So one thing I'll talk to you about before I get off here. If you're still here at 18 minutes, 19 minutes, you're probably in my family. Oh man, that's got some nicotine. Woo! Okay, so I saw a video of Anton Scalia, the former Chief Justice. Probably said his name wrong. Man, that's good. I like that. I'd make this again. And I can smell the Virginia. It's kind of like Borkum Riff after all the gross stuff burns off. And it's just the tobacco. You can smell the Virginias and it's really good. Anyway, very good blend. It has that bready Virginia smell. It's staying real cool. This is actually kind of hot, but the smoke is not hot. Anyway, I was watching Justice Scalia. If you get on YouTube and look up his confirmation hearings back in the 80s, I want to say it was Reagan that appointed him. I don't know. I could be wrong. It was either Reagan, which would put it in the 80s, or it was somebody else that would be in the 70s. But I think it was Reagan. Anyway, if you haven't seen that and you're into pipes, you got to watch it because he smokes a pipe the whole time. Inside, talking to Congress. The guy's a boss. I think he was already like an appellate judge or some kind of federal judge. Some kind of life position where he didn't really have to impress anybody. Anyway, he's smoking his pipe, and the whole time he's doing this to it, where he's puffing, and he's kind of, if you put your hand over it and draw air, I don't know why, but it makes it sweeter. So If you're puffing away and you're starting to kind of lose the taste a little bit, you put your fingers over the end. This has already gone out a little bit, but I don't even know if I should relight it, man. My head's like spinning. It's got some nicotine, which is weird because Virginia's not big on nicotine. Okay, here we go. So he was doing this the whole time. Which I don't know why. It really does make it sweeter. Like if you want to make the pipe just real sweet. It's like a little trick. And I had done it a little bit in the past, but I was watching these videos and I saw him do it and I started doing it. Holy crap, it really brings out the flavor in the tobacco. So I'm glad I made this little blend. I might make a little bit bigger blend of it because I actually really like it. And I wasn't too crazy about the 3-year matured Virginia by itself. I'm kind of glad I get to use it. I mean, they don't make it anymore. I could probably sell these tins. Since they say Dunhill. This is an unopened one. Made in Denmark. Weird. Because I'm pretty sure the tobacco came from America. Anyway, if you haven't tried this method, there's probably a name for it. 1 finger, 2. Oh man, it's good. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's SWR with that Virginia smell, Virginia taste to it. I love SWR, but I miss the Virginias. So SWR 3YMV. Maybe I should just call it MV for short because that's my wife's initials. That's good. If you guys haven't picked up one of these Wizard Cobbets, let me tell you, you're missing out. This one actually tastes like chocolate. It doesn't just smell like it, like I can taste it. Anyway, I better get off here. It's starting to appear like I just want to hear myself talk. Kind of spicy, but not too bad. That could be the freaking Elizabethan I had in here the other night. All right, well, you can't find this stuff anymore, so I don't know what you would use instead. Some kind of a Virginia blend. I think you can buy Cornell and Deal, just regular bright or dark Virginias. Maybe mix that together a little bit and throw it in with some SWR. If you wanted to see what this tastes like, but it's really good. So, with that, I'm going to head out, and y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. That's good. This product contains chemicals known in the state of California to cause cancer? That's not good. Maybe I should put this pipe out. Smokers laugh. Me and my wife do that. Somebody will say something that's pretty clearly not true. But sometimes you bounce an idea off somebody because you kind of like the idea, but you haven't really thought it through. And then you kind of hear yourself say it out loud. And the other person hears it and they go, and you go, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you're just kidding. Hey, babe, maybe we shouldn't do presents for Christmas this year. And the wife's like, and you're like, and my wife's so cool. She'll go, she'll give me an out, even though I think she can tell I was serious when I said it. Whatever the idea is. Oh yeah, one last thing. Well, you guys are still here, so you don't care. But with this Wizard Cobbit, do yourself a favor and don't pack a full bowl. I mean, I only packed like a half a bowl tonight, and it ain't going nowhere. It'll be here for probably all day tomorrow. I'll be smoking this bowl. I'll have to make an addition to this video saying how terrible this tobacco is now. I actually like it, so it's probably the other way around. So for the next video, what I'll probably do is make another little mashup, like a pinch blend is what I call it. Good grief. But I'll do it with a different tobaccos. Or I'll take this little pinch blend and add something to it, like Orientals or like a Latakia or something. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, good night. I like that pinch blend. That's kind of catchy, right? Maybe that's what I should call the channel. Man. Nothing like pipe smoking. What I need to do is a review on this pipe roll. Check this out. My wife got me this for Christmas. Came early. I got to keep it. Look at this pipe roll. Holy crap, man. It's freaking awesome. They put my initials on it. Look at that stitching. It's off Etsy. But it has like a place for your pipe right here. And then it has like a fat pocket for tobacco. So see how it's not just like this. It's like it has like a pocket, or you could put a tin in there, or you could put a pouch. Kind of just disappears. But got a place for pipe cleaner, lighter, filters, whatever you want to put in there. Pretty neat, huh? Anyway, I better go. Y'all have a good night, and if I don't make a video before Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's coming up. Today's November the, I don't know, Thanksgiving was a couple days ago. It's Saturday now, so 2021's almost over, guys. Can you believe it? I remember when 2019 ended and we had the COVID stuff going on. I was in Germany and England for my job in January of 2020. Flying international, and there was nobody else on the plane. Big giant plane, and me and like two of my coworkers were the only ones on the plane. We were stretching out, putting all the armrests up, laying down. It was weird. Anyway, that is really good. It's like Sir Walter Raleigh with Virginia in it. Man, what a great idea.